In this week's episode, he took a big risk by selling all his valuables, and today he's a shining example in business. But first, a PhD student who started out as a petrol attendant. In a few months, matriculants will begin to prepare for their end-of-year examinations. Sadly, many of them are already stressing about finding money to further their education next year. Stellenbosch University academic Khethelo Xulu's life journey shows that no matter how challenging the road ahead may be, determination will see you through. Starting out as a petrol attendant, Khethelo is today on the verge of obtaining his PhD. Some of the country's finest minds, people who never accept failure as an option, have been featured in this book. Prefaced by Archbishop Emeritus Desmond Tutu, the aim of this compilation is to get youngsters to see the possibilities that exist.
There's this guy I've learned about, I think it's Tabiso from Kaelicha. He grew up with his parents, only a grandmother, and he was selling chicken feet in order for him to travel. He got 7 A's and was accepted at UCT to study mechanical engineering.
I relate to the story because of most of the background yabo e-US ngiyam yonke into about into oyifunayo ilapha kuwe ngaphakathi nokuzixelela kwakho.
Dikakapa was co-authored by Stellenbosch University academic Khethelo Xulu. He contributed to it because he knows what it's like to travel a long and hard journey to greatness. Khethelo comes from a village outside Mpangeni in KwaZulu-Natal.
I used to wake up in the morning around 4, and then I would take out cattle to the field, and then I would go to school. I would walk fairly probably 12 to 15 kilometers approximately, I'm not quite sure. When I come back at home later, I'll eat and then again go and look for cattle so that I can bring them back home.
This was Khethelo's routine until he finished matric in 2002.
I had high hopes that I could study further after my matric, but due to circumstances, lack of knowledge, lack of inspiration, with many circumstances that rural people face, so I found myself not furthering my studies at that time.
The only option he had was to move to Gauteng to look for work. He stayed at a hostel in Springs with a relative and was lucky to find piece jobs as a petrol attendant and later as a scrapyard employee. In 2005, an engineering firm in Brakpan employed Khethelo and paid him a decent amount of money. That's how he began saving for his university tuition. When he had enough money, he went back home to register for biochemistry at the University of Zululand. But his problems were not over yet.
I ran out of money from my savings, and I was staying outside the university off campus, and I couldn't pay rent, and it was quite difficult. It was quite difficult to face that circumstances. There was a point where I was thinking of dropping out from university, but I remember that my mom said to me, you have been looking for this opportunity for a very long time.
At times, Khethelo, along with other students, would stay at the university library until late so that they could sleep there. Only in his second year did he successfully apply for accommodation on campus. He could now finally focus on his studies.
Things started to go smooth. I had accommodation full-time. I can study at any time, at anywhere. If I want to sleep, I can sleep at any time. So things started to gel.
In 2009, Khethelo obtained his biochemistry degree with distinction. This enabled him not only to get accepted by the University of Cape Town to do his honors, but he was also given a bursary. A little boy who grew up herding cattle and later worked as a petrol attendant is today a leading academic pursuing a PhD. Khethelo Xulu is the founder of an organization that offers career guidance and mentorship at high schools in KZN. And he's been named one of UCT's emerging leaders, as well as an ambassador for One Young World, a global forum for promising thinkers. Dikakapa, a book he compiled with a group of academics, is shaping young minds to believe they too can make it.
The Dikakapa program is excellent opportunity because it is a program that engages with disadvantaged communities. And this is where most of our learners come from. And this program can unlock futures.
The nation salutes you, Khethelo, for being an example to our young people. As always, we appreciate your feedback. Against all odds at eNCA.com. You can also be in touch with us on Twitter and Facebook. Still to come, he wants to make sure that his clients walk tall.